Hey guys, it's Kathleen back with another Thrift With Me video. Today I am hitting up 2 moving sales. You know, living in Alabama, I'm kind of lucky because when we have the random warm days, people will just throw up yard sales. Today is not that day because it's disgusting out. It's cold for Alabama, it's in the 40s, and it's rainy. So there are 2 moving sales that are inside. They don't look like anything fabulous. There's also an estate sale that's the last day. I just didn't see anything that fabulous. I doubt I'm gonna make it there because it's about an hour's drive. But if I totally strike out at these first 2 sales, I may end up there, or I may just end up going to a thrift store. Not my favorite. But you know, desperate times, desperate measures. I have made my way through most of my death pile in these last 2.5 weeks that there haven't been any sales to speak of. So gotta do what you gotta do. All right, if you're new to my channel, I'm a part-time reseller, full-time school counselor, and I share an eBay store with my sister. So if you like thrifting content, please drop a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe to our channel. All right, guys, here we go. All right, guys, so here I'm finding some LED lights, the kind that you can stick under your counters. And I grabbed them just because they were new and in the box. And then when I got them home, one of them didn't work. So that went in the trash. And then the other one, it was not worth reselling. So I just used it in my kitchen. All right, so this sale had a ton of hats, clearly. And I watch enough resellers on YouTube to know that there is money to be made with hats. These were each $3. She ended up giving them to me for just $2 a piece. And I ended up picking up 12. And most of the hats that I picked up were racing hats, and also a bunch of like alcohol themed hats. And then there was one that was new with tags. That was a Florida hat that I picked up, and another one with some interesting embroidery. And I'm just going to give those a stab and see if I can just get a little bit more familiar with which hats have value and which I just need to leave behind. I took a look at those cast iron frying pans, but there was a lot of wear evident on them, and they were both Lodge. And when I did a quick scan of the comps, neither one of them seemed to do much beyond $20, and they would take a lot of elbow grease to get them ready to sell. So I ended up just passing on them. I can use that in my classroom. I saw this game station kit, and I knew it wasn't new and in the box, but it had clearly been taken care of. And when I looked at comps, it looked like they sold right around the $20 mark, a little bit less, maybe $18 for pre-owned versions. So I figured it was worth taking a stab. In hindsight, I wish I had left it behind because I ended up going down this whole rabbit hole of testing everything, making sure it worked. It just took 2 hours that I'm never going to get back again. And honestly, I don't think it's going to sell for much more than 15 bucks. But at least I only paid $2 for it. Can I put these two things under the table so I don't have to drag them around? Thank you. All right, so over here in this Chubb's box are a bunch of old remotes, and Bearded Thrift always picks up remotes and has a lot of luck, so for $1, I gave it a try. Okay, so I'm actually running the comps on something else in this shot, but that teddy bear that is sitting right there, he is from the Vermont Teddy Bear Company, and he is from 1992, and so I don't know a lot about them, but I wanted to take a chance on him because some of them can sell for between $25 and $30. I'm going to flash a comp up there for the same bear that I have, except mine has got clothes on it. Other than this bear is 2 inches bigger, and you can see he sells right around the $30 mark, so I thought it was worth taking a chance. Okay guys, so I paid $40 total for everything, and like I said, I need inventory, so I was a little less selective than usual. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. This I got from my classroom though. This game system is no big shakes, but it seemed to have a decent enough sell-through rate, and I probably only paid $1.50 or so for it, so I figured it was worth a chance. It's not new, but it has all the pieces. Some of these Vermont teddy bears can do pretty good. I didn't want the whole set because I have enough breakables to list, but this fancy free pattern seems to do pretty decent. It's Temperware by Lennox, and I always have luck selling these like casserole type dishes. All of those scratches I will be able to get out with either Barkeeper's Friend or the pink stuff. So I think this will photograph really well and hopefully move on out fast. Okay, I wanted the big platter of this. This is Fallsgraph, and it is Central Market, but I noticed a chip in the big platter, and I'm just not taking breakables with chips. It's just too much of a pain to ship them, to have to deal with like less resale value. So I got these 4 plates. I checked them quickly, and 4 matching little bowls. I have to check the comps and see if I'm going to be selling these together or parting them out. Okay. Okay, this I got just because it was Bath & Body Works, and it's super pretty. It's in really good condition. I didn't notice any chips or anything. I like that it's so shiny. And again, 40 bucks for everything. Here are some of those other bowls. All right, this for 50 cents. Okay, this is Vintage Japan. I didn't see any chips and just figured I'd take a chance on it. Some of these things can sell. I don't know about this in particular. Columbia Sun Hat for $1. Easy. These jammies I got because of the pattern, and Karen Neuberger can do okay, especially in a size extra large. I recently watched a video by the Bearded Thrift Machine, and he was saying pick up remotes, and so this was cheap, and I picked this one up because it was a TiVo remote, and I have no idea if that means anything. Worth giving it a shot. These 2 were just new and in the package, and this, I don't know. I got more Crown Royal bags than I know what to do with. Oh, I thought this was interesting, and this was only 50 cents. A little Ed Hardy flask. Oops. I grabbed a bunch of hats because Kayla seems to sell a lot of hats on Homeschooling Picker. So I don't know if any of them are fabulous, but they were only $2 a piece. So Bass, these are all fishing ones. Then I got some racing ones. Got some beer ones. More beer. This one I just picked because it was new with tags. And then these are racing ones. These are Andretti. So, I don't know. We'll give them a shot. Oh, this is nasty. Oh well. On to the next one. Please excuse the horrible angle of the GoPro here. This is a Tommy Hilfiger, what I think is probably a vintage polo shirt. Okay, I did a quick comp search on this Revlon Color Silk, new and in the package, and I mistakenly looked at a 3-pack instead of a single pack, and so I thought the comps were halfway decent, and in actuality, they are not. So in spite of the fact that it wasn't appearing to have any form of expiration date or anything on it, it is really not going to bring in much more than $5 on a good day. Okay, so lying on this table is a neck brace, and I've had a lot of luck selling apparatuses like back braces and things like that, but typically when I pick them up, they are new and in the package. Now this one did have a halfway decent sell-through rate for some pre-owned versions. However, I was not confident that all the parts were there and that this was going to be fully functioning for whoever was to buy it, and so I eventually just put it down and walked away and left it behind. This thing's halo doesn't copy. Okay, off to the side on this ironing board, I found some vintage Mad magazines, and so I opted to pick 2 out of the 3 up because the third one did not have a cover. However, I was really disappointed in the comps because they are not worth anything, but it was fun to pick them up because that's something that is very nostalgic for me. Oh, this is another Tommy vintage. Good, 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 good. What's this? Huh, no. Yeah, there's not a lot left. Alright guys, no great shakes at that one, but I only spent $10 for everything. I picked up 2 vintage Mad magazines. I don't know if these are worth anything. They just really brought me back to when my brother and I used to read them. I got these Norfolk plates. They're really in excellent condition, these stoneware plates, and I figure I can probably get about 20 for the pair. Then I did grab 2 of these Tommy Hilfiger vintage polos, both in a size extra large. They looked to be in awesome condition. Now, I do know from my daughter that these halo sacks are desirable. Oh, crap. Look at those stains. I'll get that out for sure. And this is a nice big one for a 2 to 3-year-old. And then, you know, I love new old stock. I did not see an expiration date on this, and these look to sell to about the $12 mark. And then just 2 Babysitter Club books. You can't go wrong with Babysitter Clubs. All right, guys, so like I said, when the sun comes out in Alabama, sometimes yard sales pop up. So I was driving back from the grocery store on Sunday and I saw a sign up, so I stopped by. I did not have my GoPro, and it was a small sale, so I didn't take any footage. And honestly, their prices were really high. But I did pick up a couple of things. Oh, shit. Excuse my French. I thought this was new with tags, too. This one is not. I shouldn't have paid $5 for a limited sweater. But the white one is new with tags. And I mistakenly thought both of them were. So I paid $5 each for those. I may just lock them up together. You never know. And then the only other thing I picked up were these pair of Timberlands. So these were $10, but they're men's and they're in a decent size. I'll flash up the, oh, they're in a size 10, and they're all leather and suede in really good condition. So I thought they were worth picking up. Okay, guys, that is going to wrap it up for this Saturday. I am not schlepping to that last day estate sale. That is all the way away. It's like an hour drive, so forget that. And I'm blowing off going to the thrift stores because I think I have enough inventory to get me through this week. And there look like there's some promising estate sales next weekend. They haven't posted a lot of pictures yet, so jury is still out on whether they're worth it or not. And then if the weather complies, maybe there'll be a last minute yard sale or something. I don't know, just to get us through until end of February when things start coming back out again in Alabama. As always, if this content is your jam, hit the subscribe button down below, and I will catch you next time. Bye, guys.